And good evening, friends, and welcome into the UFC Fight Cards podcast presented by Orange Fire Media. I am your host, Russ Renault, and thanks for joining us here on another Sunday night in Houston, Texas. So we've got a lot to talk about on tonight's show. Of course, we got the big wrap-up of UFC 293, so a lot to break down there. And then we'll get into breaking into this box of Prizm. So we go back to our case of Prizm that we had. We had 4 boxes left over, so we're going to get into those now. So that's coming up on the second half of the show. So hopefully you will stick around and see what hits we get out of there. If you're joining us for the first time, what we do on the first half of the show is we break down last night's fight card from UFC, and then we get into live ripping the box of cards in the second half of the show. So you can contact us a few different ways. This is not a break, so everything on the show is available to whoever wants it. And so you can reach us a few different ways. You can email me directly, russ@orange-fire.com. You can also go to our website, orange-fire.com, that launched about a month ago. And you can find me on social media on X, @FightCardsRuss, @OrangeFireMedia. You can find me on Facebook, Russ Renault, or Orange Fire Media. And also, you can find our eBay store, Orange Fire Lots of Lots. But if you want to save some of those fees, then you can come here and get them directly. And you can save a little bit instead of going to eBay. But everything's listed there that doesn't get claimed on the show. We usually have about 20 to 30 listings at a time. And we kind of try to package things together for each fighter, and you'll see some examples of that later on in the show as we'll go through some of the hits that we've had for the last, few months with this 2023 product. We've got a little bit of Select left, not much. Do have one big one left in Select. We've got a lot of Donruss left, and we've got a little bit of Prizm left. But we're going to have a lot more Prizm after tonight, hopefully. But yeah, we got a few good autos left. Of course, I'll save those for later when we get to the midpoint of the show, and we'll kind of go back through those, and you can see what we have. And when we get through with the Prizm, I think what I'm going to do is go through some of the things that we have remaining. I'm going to put up my Tom Aspinall collection at some point, and so we'll go through that pretty extensive. And so that everything's available, like I said. So I hope you join us every Sunday night right here, 9 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube. And then these are available on all the audio podcast platforms. And so what we do when we go through the cards, if you happen to be listening at work or in your car and you hear something, and then you can go back on YouTube, you can go back to the replay and see that card later, see if you want it, and just reach out to me and we'll work something out. So appreciate you being here. So now let's get on to UFC 293, and shock the world last night was number 5 Sean Strickland taking the middleweight championship from two-time champion Israel Adesanya, a huge underdog, and nobody really gave Sean Strickland a chance. I don't even know how, just listening to the comments, I don't know how much of a chance Sean Strickland gave himself, but he knew that he could hang, and if Izzy was not on his game, he could take advantage, and that's exactly what happened. Izzy did not look like Izzy, and Sean Strickland just went to work. This wasn't a Alex Pereira, get a shot in and take Izzy out. This was just a methodical beatdown. Caught Izzy early, maybe surprised him, didn't expect what he expected in the first round, and maybe it affected the rest of the fight. Kind of put up a fight in the second round, but that if you know something about Sean Strickland, it doesn't look like it on the outside. But Sean Strickland's motor, it does not stop. The guy can spar and hang with you forever, and Izzy took that for granted. And just what I've been listening to Sean Strickland. I listened to the Joe Rogan interview last week, trying to get ready for this fight, just kind of see what kind of guy we're going to see Sean Strickland. And he can hang, and if you're just going to be on the feet with Sean Strickland, it's going to be a very, very long night, and I think that Izzy was not prepared for that, and so we'll see what happens going forward. But again, unanimous decision for Sean Strickland, and nothing fishy there. All the scorecards were identical. Round 1 to Strickland, round 2 to Izzy, 3, 4, and 5 all to Strickland. So 49-46 on all scorecards, all of them were identical. So hats off to Sean Strickland. What a great win. And you know what I've heard, just hearing from different people, is he does play a character. He says some crazy things. But you know, deep down, if you get him off the camera, he's a pretty solid dude. You know, a little rough, you know, obviously, but doesn't make him a bad person. Maybe that character is a little, you know, edgy, but you know, hopefully he doesn't have to play that character anymore, and he can more be himself, being the champion. So what does that do for the middleweight division going forward? And so, you know, kind of got the feeling, looking at a few different places today, that Dana White wants to run this back pretty soon. I don't know if he's got something with Izzy, that he wants to take care of him and give him every opportunity to get that title back, just like he did with Pereira. But he just lost it to Pereira. So does he deserve that immediate rematch with Strickland after, you know, losing the belt twice in the last year? So, I mean, it all depends on what else is out there. Do you want to see... I mean, there was a lot to Dracus du Plessis beating Robert Whittaker, and do you want to see Dracus and Strickland? I don't know that I do. There was something to Izzy and Dracus, but there's not really anything there with Strickland and du Plessis. So I don't know if I want to see that. Also, you know, there's been thrown around Khamzat Chimaev and Paulo Costa. They're going to be in the next pay-per-view, UFC 294. We'll talk about that here in a little bit as we run through kind of the schedule for the next couple of months. But do you want to see the winner of that matchup take on Sean Strickland? So we'll see. What else do we have? Would you want to see Whittaker get a chance at the title without Izzy in there? There's a lot on the plate, and a lot that can be done. Like I said, you can go rematch with Adesanya. You can go Dracus, number one contender. You can go winner Khamzat and Costa, because that timing kind of lines up. And, you know, some of those guys that didn't have a chance against Izzy, maybe they get one against Strickland. So we'll see. We've got a lot of time left, you know, to figure that out. And a lot of events that haven't been planned out yet. And like I said, we'll go through that schedule here pretty soon. So you can also use that chat box. You know, that's there for we can interact. You ask questions, and you know, I'll answer anything that I can. May even throw out some questions to you if you use that feature. So do like to know which fighters you collect, so we can look out for them here on the show and where you're from. So I'd like to know where our listeners are tuning in from. So let's go to the co-main event now. I think we covered the middleweight division as much as we can. So we go to the co-main event, and kind of a little bit of a shocker to me that Alexander Volkov getting the second round submission over Tai Tuivasa, number 8 defeating number 6 in the heavyweight division. And so Volkov staying in there in that title picture with a handful of other guys, but just awaiting what's going to happen between John Jones and Stipe Miocic later on in November. So just hanging around there and maybe getting a favorable matchup here pretty soon. Saw the fight of the night was number 10 ranked flyweight Manel Kape defeating Felipe dos Santos by unanimous decision. So great fight there. May see. It would be great if you could do it with the, you know, weight differences, and then sometimes it sucks to have weight classes, but you can see Manel Kape and maybe Israel Adesanya should have a matchup coming up. But rounding out the main card, Justin Tafa taking out Austin Lane, first round knockout in that rematch after the no contest a couple of months ago with the eye poke. So Tafa taking out Lane, kind of a walk-off knockout there. And then Tyson Pedro with a nice performance against Anton Turkalj, TKO in the first round in the light heavyweight division. And one of the rookies in the 2023 products, Carlos Ulberg, taking care of Dawon Jung with a third round submission. This was going to go to the scorecards, but they went to the replay and saw that Jung had tapped with 11 seconds left in the fight. So it did go down as a submission and not a decision. Not a whole lot, just jumped out on the rest of the card. so that we can move on to next week, which also has title implications. So a fight night from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas next weekend, September 16th, and we've got a title fight on a fight night. So that's pretty awesome. UFC Noche. So we've got the women's flyweight champion, Alexa Grasso, taking on the number one contender, the former champion, Valentina Shevchenko, rematch of their bout earlier this year where Grasso submitted Shevchenko after that spinning leg kick. And the mistake by Valentina ended up costing her the belt. So we'll run that one back. That'll be fun to watch. I'm going to, like I said last week, I expect for Shevchenko to be smarter this time around, a little more composed and not take too many chances because she was, in my opinion, she was winning on the scorecards, and I expect her to take care of business and get the belt back, and maybe we see this run back a third time. Who knows? It just depends on how the fight goes. Really looking forward to the co-main event, and you'll see why here in a little bit as we go through these cards that we have. Welterweight co-main event with number 13, Kevin Holland, against number 14, Jack Della Maddalena, one of the bigger rookies in 2023. So Jack Della Maddalena, but we've got a couple of autos here that you'll see in a little bit, so really looking out for that. Also looking forward to Raul Rosas Jr., Terrence Mitchell in the bantamweight division. And then we go down that card a little bit. We've got a couple of ranked fighters a little bit down the card. Middleweight division, number 14, Roman Kopylov against Josh Fremd. And women's flyweight division, number 14, Tracy Cortez against number 15, Jasmine Jusudavicius. So then taking on September 23rd, fight night from the Apex, we've got a lightweight matchup between the number 6 ranked contender Rafael Fiziev and number 7 Mateusz Gamrot. And then in the featherweight division, co-main event, number 10 Bryce Mitchell against number 12 Dan Ige. So we've also got another one added to the schedule this week. We got the main event for fight night, October 14th from the Apex in Las Vegas. And you know how I feel about Apex cards if you've been here with me before, but this one seems like an Apex event. This is what these are for. This is an Apex event. Nothing against these two guys, but this is the main event. This is the best they could do. Featherweight matchup, number 11 against number 12, Sadiq Youssef and Edson Barboza. So, I mean, it's good to see Edson Barboza get back into action after he had such a great performance last time out against Youssef, who's, a solid contender in the featherweight division. So it's a good matchup. Not real exciting to me, but, I'll check it out. So then we get to UFC 294. We've had some fights added to this one. Lots of ranked fighters on this card now. Added 2 more fights this week, and one of them really big implications in the light heavyweight division. So October 21st in Abu Dhabi, we've got champion of the lightweight division, Islam Makhachev, taking on the former champion who he took the belt off of at this same event last year, number 1 contender Charles Oliveira. Then in the middleweight division, like I said earlier, we got number 4 Khamzat Chimaev against number 7 Paulo Costa. See if the winner gets Strickland in that one. Another middleweight matchup, number 13 Nasruddin Imavov against Ikram Askalarov. Then here's the big one in the light heavyweight division, number 2 Magomed Ankalaev against number 6 Johnny Walker. And also a big flyweight matchup between number 9 Tim Elliott and number 11 Muhammad Mokaev. Pardon me there. So we get to fight night on November 4th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. We've got a heavyweight main event between number 5 Curtis Blades and number 9 Jailton Almeida. And go down the card a little bit. Elvis Brenner, Esteban Ribovic, Renat Fakhretdinov's on this card. We've got number 15 ranked women's strawweight Angela Hill, heavyweight Rodrigo Nascimento, number 15. Then we got UFC 295, November 11th. That's what we're all pointing towards. Just rubbing our hands. These other ones are just getting ready. But this one's huge. Heavyweight main event with the champion John Jones against the heavyweight GOAT and number 3 ranked contender Stipe Miocic. And then this one was also added this week. Got Mackenzie Dern, number 8 women's strawweight, taking on the number 6 ranked Jessica Andrade. And Jessica Andrade, she is always in action. She probably has 4 or 5 fights a year, and is always game. I'm not liking this one for her either. Just kind of losing her last few times out. Just has been that measuring stick, and unfortunately coming out on the short end the last few times out. I don't see this one going her way either. Mackenzie Dern looked fantastic last time out, so we'll see what happens there. Also added to this card, middleweight division, a couple of top 10 contenders, Derek Brunson and Roma Dolidze, and flyweight division, top 15 matchup, number 8 Matt Schnell, and number 14 Steve Erceg. And then we've got another fight night scheduled for the Apex in Las Vegas. I like this one a little bit better. Middleweight matchup between number 10 Brendan Allen and number 13 Paul Craig. So I like that event better than the other one, Yusuf and Barboza. Just a little bit more exciting to me anyway. So that is the rundown of the UFC schedule and the fight cards for the next couple of months, and we'll see what we have towards the end of the year coming up. So I'll welcome in everybody watching on Facebook and Twitter, X. I hadn't slipped up yet, but I just did. So we've made those streams available and have gone live on those platforms as well. So thanks for everybody checking in there. Like I said, use the chat boxes and reach out to me if you're interested in any of the cards here on the show. So what we are going to do is we are going to run through our hobby top 5. That's a feature that we do every week. Did not change this week, so let's bring that up. And this is the top 5 fighters in the hobby right now, who people are collecting, people who are drawing the most money in breaks, who people are looking for. And sometimes those are product-based with the release dates, and some of those are results-based. They're more product-based than results-based, but we have seen a change the last couple of weeks via results. So we will take another look at this right now. So let's go ahead and check out the hobby top 5. So at number 5 is the only female in the top 5. And that is a rookie in this year's product, and that is Erin Blanchfield. We get to number 4. And it is Khamzat Chimaev. Number 3 is the top rookie from last year's products. And that would be no shock that it's Shavkat Rakhmonov. Number 2 is the top rookie in the 2023 products. And he was number 1 for a little while, but we did have a result that changed things the last couple of weeks. So Bo Nickel is now at number 2. Our number 1, the new bantamweight champion of the world, is Sugar Sean O'Malley. So that will round out our hobby top 5. So we'll look at that one more time. So O'Malley, Nickel, Rakhmonov, Chimaev, and Blanchfield. So there is your hobby top 5. That's who everybody's collecting, who everybody's looking for right now, and drawing top dollar in the hobby. So before we get to this box of Prizm, we are going to take a look at some of our hits for the last couple of weeks. So we'll put this aside for a second. Now let's look at, don't have much select left, so we got rid of a lot of it this week. So we've got Alexander Rakic Sparks, numbered to 99. So like I said, and we put these together in lots, so that gets you, silver, some whatever other Alexander Rakic cards we have laying around. We've got a Billy Quarantillo Sparks. This one's not numbered. Then we've got a select rookie red Verna Jandaroba, and that's numbered to 175. So that's all of the numbered memorabilia cards that we have left in select. save for one because we added it to another lot this week. Because I'll show you the big hit that we had from last week in this. So, biggest cards we have left. This is the biggest one. So we've got the Jack Della Maddalena Select Purple Auto. So that's numbered to 49. But last week we pulled the Jack Della Maddalena rated rookie from Don Russ. So we've got both of those listed together on eBay. Then that'll get you, purple press proof, regular rookie from both Don Russ and Prizm. So then we'll go through some of the other numbered cards we have from Don Russ. And we've got a Jeff Neal Teal, number 25, Cheeto Vera, blue hollow laser, number 49, Kevin Holland red, 75, Irene Aldana, silver, number to 99. And then we've got another auto. Got a couple of autos left. Marvin Vittori, silver. Get you all these. Sometimes maybe you just don't have those. Damon Jackson rated rookie. That's our best one from Don Russ. That ended up being our best card. So Damon Jackson rated rookie auto. Blue hollow laser. Gets you press proof. Another rookie in there. Dean Thomas, blue hollow laser, number 49. Jared Cannonier. We've got a red hollow laser, and then we throw in Ruby Wave, a little blue velocity from last year. Got a couple of 2020 tops, Jared Cannonier. So I'm trying to move all this stuff. I don't have room for all of these, so that's why I put them together, so that if you collect somebody, that you can get a whole bunch of cards at one time. So got a Kyler Phillips rated rookie red hollow laser, number 75. Then a Cormier. It also gets you a hyper. Santiago Ponzinibbio. Got a red hollow laser. Got a ruby wave from last year. A whole bunch of Ponzinibbio cards in there. Mike Brown. Red hollow laser. Teal press proof. Regular. Silver press proof. Volkan Ozdemir. Red hollow laser also gets you select tricolor, select silver, some other Vulcan cards. Jack Shore with the silver, number 99. Alexander Romanov, silver, 99. Got a couple of relics left. Magomed Ankalaev got a couple weeks ago. Octagon Royalty. Then we got Michelle Pereira, Octagon Canvas. So, got those, and then this is our relic from last week, and it's Rafael dos Anjos. So, that rounds out what we have left from Don Russ. Like I said, don't forget that started with the two autos. Just to show those again, two Jack Della Maddalena autos that we put together, if you're interested. So now that gets us back to our Prizm. So show you what we have, and this kind of took a hit last night. So we have a auto redemption, throwback signatures from Israel Adesanya. And that also would come with the purple. So purple Prizm, number to 149. I've also got a BJ Penn auto redemption that we've already sent off for these. I may have rethought this at some point. It may have just listed these to instead of going ahead but I wanted to see. I've never sent in a redemption, so I just kind of want to see the process. So I sent those off already. The BJ Penn gets you red hollow laser. You got a silver hall monitors, a green retail, a whole bunch of BJ Penn from other products, including some 2015 Topps Chronicles. Just like I said, not a lot of Prizm left until we get through these next 4. But Lucas Almeida, we got a couple with the blue. That's numbered to 175. It also gets your Ruby Wave in the silver. And then the last numbered card that we have is Said Yakub Kakramanov, red rookie, and that's numbered to 199. So that is everything we have from Prizm until we get into this next box here in a couple of minutes. So let me get these gloves on, protect these cards. Like I said, if you're watching live, you can ask questions about anything. You have the NFL opening up today. Hope your team won. Hope your fantasy team did well. Hope your bets did well in the fight last night. Whoever you were betting on. So next, we'll have Prizm for the next 3 weeks. That's what we're going to be doing, is opening these last 3 boxes of Prizm. Chronicle should be coming out at the end of the month for those interested in getting some. All right, here we go. So here we go with 2023 Prizm box number 9. Here out of this case that we have. Still looking to beat. Damon Jackson's been our best out of both products that we've opened this year. We had a Octagon Prizm of Damon Jackson. So those are numbered to 8. So we got the Damon Jackson. Kind of wish we had held on to it until we got that auto from Donruss. I was excited for this show to get back to opening Prizm. So looking for a couple of autos from these products per hobby box. So I've got 12 packs. Got our sleeves ready. Got our top loaders ready. So here we go. Perfect timing. I like to be opening cards before that 30-minute mark, so did good on that tonight. All right, here we go. Karina Silva, Israel Adesanya, Nasruddin Imavov, Anthony Smith, Yuri Prochazka, David Ricci, Sean Woodson, Mohamed Mokayev, Anthony Hernandez. There we go with a blue. Ignacio Bahamondes. Was one of the better cards we pulled out of Prizm was we did pull the Ignacio Bahamondes Mojo Auto. So that was nice. It wasn't the lowest number card, but definitely a great pull. So there's that pack. Let's finish this one off. Got Tyler Santos, the Ruby Wave. If you're listening, we also, after we got through that case of Prizm, or the case of Donruss, we have several complete sets, 1 through 200. That's just the base, veterans, and everything. It doesn't include the rated rookies or the authority of the Octagon, but we do have I think we have 2 full complete sets with everything. So if you're interested in a complete set, 1 through 200, probably have 4 or 5 of those at least. We have 1 set of everything, inserts, rated rookies, all of them, Authority of the Octagon, every insert. We have 1 set of those. I think we have 1 other one that's missing 1 insert card. So you can pick that up for cheap. I don't think it's a big one, but we have, I think we almost, if you counted press proofs, we'd almost have 3 sets of inserts. But if you're interested in Donruss in a full set, just let me know and we'll work something out. So Aaron Blanchfield, good start there. Pat Sabatini, Jack Hermanson, Damon Jackson, Tom Aspinall, Dracus Duplessis, Bryce Mitchell, Alex Pereira, Carlos Ulberg, got a silver Norma Dumont, and we got a superstar autographs, Marvin Vittori. So we now have 2 Marvin Vittori autographs. You saw that one earlier with the Donruss, so we'll put those together. And that's just a base auto, no number on that one. So if anybody collects Marvin Vittori autos, we've got 2 of those. If anybody collects Jack Della Maddalena, we've got 2 of those. So let's go back to Norma, the silver. So then finish off this pack with Bo Nickel and Fearless. Do like to put Blanchfield and the Pereira, the Bo Nickels, make sure that those are in a penny sleeve. Those are, 3 of the top 3 rookies, along with Jack Della Maddalena. So 1 auto down, hopefully looking for 1 more. Another big rookie. See how he fares next weekend. It needs a big win. Get back on track. Get his card stock back going up. We have Jan Blachowicz. That was Raul Rosas Jr., if I didn't mention that. Amanda Nunes. Shavkat Rachmanov. Brandon Moreno. Arnold Allen. Jessica Andrade. Ian Gary, Davison Figueiredo, got a red Dominic Reyes, that's numbered to 199. Then a Mavsar Evloev, the Hyper, and to finish it off, got a TJ Dillashaw Dominance. Sorry about that. All right, Manon Fiorot, Umar Nurmagomedov, Raquel Pennington, Javi Basharat, BJ Penn, Mackenzie Dern, Giga Chikadze, Rafael dos Anjos, Matthew Simmelsberger, got a silver row, Rosas Jr., we got Ruby Wave, Adrian Yanez, and to finish it out, we got a Macy Barber All Out. Pack number 5, Stephen Thompson, Nikita Krylov, Marcin Tybura, Leon Edwards, Tatsuro Taira, Nathan Levy, Brandon Royval, Magomed Ankalaev, Tony Gravely, Mario Bautista, Purple Rookie, it's number 149. Maybe one of the got the number 1 middleweight contender. See if he's the next one up. Dracus Du Plessis, the Hyper. And finish it off with Derek Lewis, Fearless. All right, here we go. Derek Brunson, Martin Buday, Josh Emmett, Henry Cejudo, Randy Brown, the rookie, Paul Craig, Cheeto Vera, Jonathan Pierce, Rose Namajunas, got a silver Marina Rodriguez, got a Ruby Wave John Castaneda, we'll go back through all these at the end of the show too. And then Israel Adesanya dominance, not so much last night. And we are halfway through. We got Sergey Pavlovich, Benil Dariush, Macy Chiasson, Tony Ferguson, Rafael Fiziev, Kevin Vieira, Jailton Almeida, Darren Till, Bilal Muhammad, and you see those peeking out. Let's see what this is. Oh, disappointing. Sorry, Macy. I don't mean any disrespect, but I was hoping for a big one there. So got the Octagon Prizm, Macy Chiasson. So that is numbered 8 of 8. Got the bookend. So like I said, that matches what we got before as far as case hits go. We got a Damon Jackson with the Octagon Prizm. We got a Hyper, Irene Aldana. And to finish off the pack, all-out Stipe Miocic. Guess I've been opening Donruss so long, got out of that habit of just pulling that last card to the front. So we'll start doing that. So here we go. The last card, Alexander Volkanovski Fearless, Chris Barnett, Chao Barallo, Alex Perez, Yair Rodriguez, Luana Pinheiro, Jeff Neal, Amanda Lemos, Jake Matthews, Ilya Tapuria, Silver Song Yadong, and let's see, I know we've got an auto here. We've got Drakkar Klose, so we've got a rookie auto. So that is just a base. That is both of our autos for this go round. Maybe they'll sneak another one in there. So let's get that Silver Song Yadong. All right, here we go. Hall Monitors, GSP, Corey Sandhagen, Michael Morales, Kyler Phillips, Tai Tuivasa, David Dvorak, Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, Jennifer Maia, Stipe Miocic, and we got an orange Prizm, Glover Teixeira, number to 99. Got a Hyper Tom Aspinall. That'll go into my collection that we'll be looking at in a couple of weeks. So let's add that into those. There we go. Mark Madsen, Sean Brady, Michelle Watterson, Max Holloway, Penny Kianzad, Cody Durden, Johnny Walker, Michelle Pereira, Hamzat Chimaev, got a silver Damon Jackson, a Blue Wave Penny Kianzad, and a little run with the GSP inserts. There you go with the dominance. And we've got 2 packs left. Got 2 autos already. Just looking for a low number. We've already got a low number too. It's not exactly who we wanted, but did get a low number. Andrea Lee, Jeremiah Wells, Dustin Poirier, Daniel Rodriguez, Jordan Levitt, Andre Petrosky, Tisha Torres, Dominic Reyes, Brock Lesnar. Got a red Frankie Edgar. Got a Ruby Wave, Chidi and Jaquani. We sold a bunch earlier, so we almost had a rainbow out of Chidi. The unnumbered rainbow anyway. I think we had a blue, and then we had the silver, the hyper, Ruby Wave. There we had the blue wave, now we got the ruby. And last card, the Fearless Anderson Silva. And so we got one more pack left. Let's take that back card off. So we got John Jones Dominance, Saeed Yakub Kakramanov, Cheyenne Vlismus, Aljamain Sterling, Jalen Turner, Alatin Gailey, Justin Gagey, Vicente Luque, Robert Whitaker, Charles Oliveira, Silver, Jack Hermanson, like I said, stick around. We'll go back through all the hits that we've had tonight. There's the Blue Wave Dominic Cruz. And that's it. So box number 9 is in the books. Got 3 left. So let's go back through these. Those gloves are hot. Sorry about that. Just got to get those off. So Ignacio Bahamondes. The blue, number to 175. Tyler Santos, Ruby Wave. Marvin Vittori, auto. So we've got a Donruss auto and a Prizm auto now of Vittori, if you're interested. Norman Dumont, silver. Bo Nickel, Fearless. Aaron Blanchfield, Alex Pereira, and Raul Rosas Jr. Red Dominic Reyes, number to 199. Movsar Evloev, hyper. Got a silver Raul Rosas Jr. Ruby Wave Adrian Yanez. Purple Mario Bautista. Those are numbered to 149. Hyper Dracus Duplessis. Silver Marina Rodriguez. Ruby Wave John Castaneda. And this is one of our case hits so far, tied for the case hit with another Octagon Prizm. Macy Chason. Bookend 8 of 8. You can see there. Irene Aldana, hyper. Got a Drakkar Close, rookie, auto. Song Yudong, silver. Glover Teixeira, orange, number to 99. Tom Aspinall, hyper. Damon Jackson, silver. Panny Kianzad, blue wave. Frankie Edgar, red. Those are numbered to 199. Chidi and Jaquani, red wave, ruby wave, Jack Hermanson, silver, and Dominic Cruz with the Blue Wave. So Marvin Vittori and Drakkar Klose. Those were our two autos out of tonight's box. So once again, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. So we went through that 9th box of Prizm, got 3 left, like I said. If you subscribe to the show, you can be entered into our giveaways. We're going to give away 7 lots of cards. That includes John Jones, Jan Blachowicz, Justin Gaethje, Robert Whitaker, Glover Teixeira, Holly Holm, and Misha Tate. All of those lots are at least 10 cards, and in a couple of cases, more like 20. And all of those include a numbered card, and Misha Tate's includes 2 numbered cards. So subscribe to the show on YouTube and give us some positive reviews to get that algorithm up there so we get sent out to a wider audience. Enjoy doing this show every Sunday for everybody, and want to keep doing it, continue to do it. Want to do it this way for as long as we can. So I appreciate everybody stopping by and checking out the cards, and hope you join us again next week. We're here every Sunday at 9 p.m. Central. We'll be wrapping up UFC Noche, so that should be pretty exciting next weekend. Not your normal fight night. We got a title on the line with Alexa Grasso taking on Valentina Shevchenko, so I'm looking forward to that one. And also Kevin Holland, Jack Della Maddalena, another big one there. So we got some cards writing on that one, as you saw the 2 Jack Della Maddalena autos earlier in the show. So once again, if you see anything that you like, you can go to our website, orange-fire.com. You can reach out to me directly at my email, russ@orange-fire.com. You can find me on X at FightCardsRuss or at OrangeFire Media. Find me on Facebook, Russ Renault or Orange Fire Media. And also, everything that doesn't get claimed on the show goes on eBay, and you can find our store, Orange Fire Lots of Lots, and we like to put together cards of this same fighter. We put those together and list those in the same lot. So go check it out. What do you got to lose? So thanks again. Another great Sunday night, another great weekend of fights, and we've got a new middleweight champion. So congratulations to Sean Strickland. Hope that he can go out there, be himself,